Hello mates, greetings to you. Again I'm here with a new topic, new video and new understanding. And this video will be all about the difference between homophones and homonyms. Let's start it. We're going to start with homophones. Homophones are the words which have the same accent or same pronunciation but have different meaning and different spellings. First example of homophone is sun. Its pronunciation is sun only and the accent is also sun, but the spelling is different. We can use this word as different two meanings. The first one is S-O-N, sun, which refers to a male child. And the second one is S-U-N, sun, which is a planet. The second example is I, which is, the spelling of I is I only, which refers to ourself. And the second is E-Y-E-I, which is the organ of our human body, which helps us to see. The third example of homophone is no. The first spelling is K-N-O-W, which means to get aware of something. For an example, I'm using it in a sentence that I know that person, so it is an example like that, which means referring somebody. The third example of homophone is no. The first spelling of no is K-N-O-W, which means that we are aware of something. And the second spelling is N-O, no, which means neglecting something, which means no. The fourth example is stationary. The fourth example is stationary. The pronunciation is same, but there are two spellings of it. The first spelling is S-T-A-T-I-O-N-A-R-Y, which is A-R-Y. The A is the main difference. And this stationary means the steady position in which we stand, like not moving, like that. And the second spelling is S-T-A-T-I-O-N-E-R-Y. E is the main difference here. And this stationary means like if I would get, and this stationary means, if I take example, that whensoever we buy pencils, erasers, or means these things which comes in our study, so these materials are known as stationery, means that ERY1 spelling. So this was all about homophones. And the second thing is homonyms. Homonyms are the words which have same accent and even same spelling, but they have different meaning. This is about homonyms. The first example of homonym is flu. The first example of homonym is flu. So there are two spellings, F-L-U, and another one is F-L-E-W. So the first one, which is F-L-U, refers to a disease, mainly it is of cold. And the second one, F-L-E-W, is the second form of flu, flu, flown. The second example of homonym is whole. There are two spellings, H-O-L-E and W-H-O-L-E. So H-O-L-E means an empty space somewhere, and the second spelling W-H-O-L-E means all. Yes, whole means all. The third example of homonym is addition. First spelling of addition is E-D-I-T-I-O-N. For an example, I will use it in a sentence and make you understand. Like, I recently read the new edition of Chetan Bhagat's book. So we can use this edition in this way. And the second spelling of addition is A-D-D-I-T-I-O-N. A-D-D-I-T-I-O-N, which is to add. Yes, when we make sum of something, so it is addition. A-D-D-I-T-I-O-N. The fourth example of homonym is accept. There are two spellings. First one is A-C-C-E-P-T, which means accepting something or getting ready. For the first one is A-C-C-E-P-T, which means agreeing to something. Accept. I'm accepting to that thing. The second spelling of accept is E-X-C-E-P-T. For an example, I will give that book to whole class except that boy. So it's an example of accept. The fifth example of homonym is hertz. So there are two spellings. First one is H-E-R-T-Z, hertz, and it is a SI unit of frequency. And the second spelling is H-U-R-T-S, which is when we get pain of something, like our stomach is paining, our hand is paining, so it is in that way. That's all about it. I hope that you all understood the difference between homophones and homonyms and you will not get confused again.